This is Jim Ball reporting in Springfield. I'm on Owens Chapel Road at Roy Cole, and this video was loaded up for me in the editor, and I realized I didn't know what to say. We have two beautiful people, Jennifer and Adriana Wicks, who've been missing for 8 years and in all likelihood are dead. And we have a mother, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother, who for them, I'm not going to pretend to understand how they feel, but it looks like for them it's still yesterday. I don't think it's ever going to get beyond yesterday for them until they can get some kind of closure, and that's when it occurred to me that this video is not for them, the Wicks family. It's not for Robertson County or Springfield. It's really for that one person who holds the key to this case to free up this family and help them find Adriana and Jennifer. So if that's you, I encourage you to listen to Jennifer's mother here, and maybe it'll jar you loose, and you can make that critical phone call that could provide that little piece of information that could open up this case for them.
It's Jennifer's 30th birthday, and we wanted to honor her in some way and at the same time do something good for her case. So we had a new sign put up that was paid for by the Chain of Hope, the supporters for Jennifer and Adriana. She was 21 when they disappeared. Adriana was 2. It's been 8 years, and Jennifer was practically just a baby when she disappeared, and she's not a baby anymore. When Jennifer disappeared, she had only been away from home for 3 months of her life. She was essentially just a baby. She was still my baby. She turned 21 years old in August and disappeared and moved away from home in December and disappeared in March. So she hadn't even yet begun her life, and she didn't even know what life was about yet when she was just stopped in her tracks. All I really want, at this point in time, having whoever's responsible for them not being here today, having them behind bars is icing on the cake at this point, because all I want is a place to take flowers and a place to know that they're laying peacefully, resting in peace, respectfully, serene, Christian burial. Jennifer was a devout Christian, and it would mean a lot to her to know that she had had a Christian funeral and a Christian burial, and it would mean a lot to me to know that when days like this came, that I had a place to go and take flowers. When it's awful for anyone to lose a child ever, but when you lose one to death, you can at least know there they lie. There's where I go. There's where I put flowers on their special days, or just go and visit them and sit down and talk to them. But I don't have that luxury. When you have a missing loved one, it's totally different. You don't have anywhere to go to remember them, anywhere special other than your heart. Just keep them in your heart all the time. The last 2 years, we've had the Chain of Hope motorcycle ride, and where we've had many, many, many supporters. And since we started that, the case has kind of renewed itself, and new tips have come in, and people are talking about them again, and that's what it's going to take to find out what happened to them and to finally get them home to us. That's what it's going to take, is people talking about them and knowing about them. So we're going to go out and just renew the community's awareness that they're still missing, and then we're going to go up this afternoon. We're all going to meet back at Jennifer's favorite restaurant up in White House at De La Paz. So we put the sign up to remember her today. The sign was paid for by our supporters, and Mr. and Ms. Halsey here in the Owens Chapel community have been kind enough to always have a sign up here to remember them, and were kind enough to let us meet out here today to renew that hope. So this sign is one that can withstand the weather, can withstand the heat, can withstand the cold. It won't fade. It'll be there throughout time. Hopefully we won't need it to be there for a long time, but I did ask the people who made the sign that they I asked them to make the sign to last a long time, because it's got to last a long time. I need the sign to last, and so he said he'd make it to last, and he did. It'll be there for as long as we need it to be there. If by a small chance Jennifer and Adriana are still out there somewhere, and and they see this, or someone who knows them sees this, just please tell them that they're missed and they're loved, and we want them home with us again. We don't care what's happened. We don't care. We just don't care. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is you and have you back with us. And the other thing is, if you're watching this and you know anything, no matter how small and inconsequential it might be, please either call 1-800-THE-LOST or call the local Robertson County Sheriff's Department at 615-384-7971. And Detective Scott Jones is in charge of the case, and he'd be glad to take your call. If you know anything, please call him.
You were a little secretive in the location for this gathering today. Did you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. It was kept a little bit under the radar just because we wanted it to be a day that was about Jennifer. It was her birthday. We wanted it to be a celebration of her and in honor of her and her life with the people who love her and miss her. And there are certain people who apparently don't love her and miss her because in the past, those people have interrupted our gatherings where we gathered to remember our children with gunfire and, defacing tombstones in the cemetery where we were at, accusing us of it. Just different things, things that we felt were not only not honoring my daughter, but also putting people at risk as well. So we didn't want any part of that. So that's the reason that we kind of kept it a little secretive.
This has been Jim Ball reporting for SmokeyBarn.com's Robertson County Daily in Springfield.